Hello everyone. Today we will study aerosol size distribution. Now the aim of our experiment is to study the aerosol size distribution in the atmosphere. So the first question is, what is an aerosol? Aerosols are minute particles suspended in the atmosphere. Aerosols can be natural or anthropogenic. Anthropogenic means resulting from the influence of human activities. Examples of natural aerosols are fog or mist, dust, forest exudates, and geyser steam. Examples of anthropogenic aerosols are haze, particulate air pollutant, and smoke. Now, why are aerosols so important? Aerosols interact both directly and indirectly with the Earth radiation budget and climate. As a direct effect, the aerosols scatter sunlight directly back into the space. Their scattering of sunlight can reduce visibility and redden sunrises and sunsets. As an indirect effect, aerosols in the lower atmosphere can modify the size of cloud particles, changing how the cloud reflect and absorb sunlight, thereby affecting the Earth's energy budget. Aerosols can also act as sites for chemical reaction to take place that led to the destruction of stratospheric ozone. Actually, during winters in the polar regions, aerosols grow to form polar stratospheric clouds. The large surface area of these clouds particles provide sites for chemical reaction to take place. These reactions led to the formation of large amount of reactive chlorines and ultimately to the destruction of ozone in the stratosphere. As you have seen, changes in the aerosol properties can affect many aspects of atmosphere such as climate, rainfall, visibility, etc. Now there are three types of aerosols which significantly affect the Earth's climate: volcanic aerosol, desert dust, and human-made aerosol. Volcanic aerosol layer forms in the atmosphere after major volcanic eruptions. It is formed by sulfur dioxide gas, which is converted to droplets of sulfuric acid. Once formed, these aerosols stay in the stratosphere for about 2 years. They reflect sunlight, reducing the amount of energy reaching the lower atmosphere and the Earth's surface. Now the second type of aerosol that may have significant effect on climate is desert dust. The particles in these dust plumes are minute grains of dirt blown from the desert surface. Because the dust is composed of minerals, the particles absorb sunlight as well as scatter it. Through absorption of sunlight, the dust particles warm the layer of atmosphere where they reside. This warmer air is believed to inhibit the formation of storm clouds. Now, as the name suggests, human-made aerosols comes from human activities. They come in form of smoke. The major component comes in the form of sulfate aerosols created by burning coal and oil. The sulfate aerosols absorb no sunlight, but they reflect it, thereby reducing the amount of sunlight reaching the Earth's surface. The sulfate aerosols also enter the clouds where they cause the number of cloud droplets to increase, but make the droplet size smaller. The net effect is to make the clouds reflect more sunlight than they would without the presence of sulfate aerosols. Now we come to the aim of our experiment, that is aerosol particle size distribution. It is a representative parameter of atmospheric aerosol physical characteristics which describes the size of distribution of particles with different diameters in the atmosphere. For example, PM2.5 and PM10, which can affect human health, refers to particles with 2.5 and 10 micrometer or less in diameter. Therefore, to fully understand the characteristics of aerosols, it is necessary to study the particle size distribution. Now the apparatus required for this experiment are a microscope, a Measure Pro software which is installed in the PC, and slides for gathering samples. Now we will see the procedure. First, you have to gather aerosol particles on the slide from 3 different locations. Then place the slide on microscope platform. Then by using focus knob, the bigger knob which is for coarse adjustment, the small knob which is for fine adjustment, and color filters, a clear picture of particles will be displayed on monitor. You have to follow the instructions given in the manual. I have done various adjustments and obtained an image as shown on the screen. Now you have to go in the measurement option in upper toolbar, single click it. Then click on the count command. A new window will open. Now click pseudo color. Then click on count and wait for some time. Now when counts are displayed as in length, width, area, click on double click more command. With this, some blocks will appear. Leave upper 2 first blocks and fill the range in remaining blocks. I have filled range from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. These ranges must be in continuation. Now click on OK button, which is not clearly visible and is partially hidden. Now click on report. Now fill the instruction carefully and click on print preview. An Excel sheet will open and computer itself plots the histogram. Then go to the other chart options and draw a smooth line curve of size distribution of aerosols. Now you have to follow some precautions. First, you have to hold the slide from its edges. Second, you have to be very careful while handling the microscope. And third, you have to choose filters in such a way that the software could detect aerosol particles on slide. Thank you.